My name is Raquel, and I am a OneLegacy ambassador. Outside of OneLegacy, I would describe myself as a mom, first and foremost, even though my daughter isn't here, a wife, a fur mom, a working woman. Brittany, as a person, it's important to know how giving she was. She was an only child, but she would give away all of her toys. Like, she would have friends come over and they would leave, and I would go in her room and say, "Where's the Barbie that I just bought you?" "Oh, my friend wanted it, so I gave it to her." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? I just got you that." "But I'll get another one, Mom." She was just a very grateful, loving, fun personality. She was always clowning. She was fun, and she didn't have any enemies. Everybody loved her. Our house was the house that everybody would get dropped off at the beginning of school, and they would walk from our house. I'm from New Orleans originally, and my parents still live there, so she went for the summer, ended up loving it. She got a job at the hospital. She lived with my parents. She bought a car, she met a boy, and she ended up making a life there, which I was happy for her because she was happy. On April 4th, I got a call from my mom that Brittany had been in a really bad car accident. And I'm here, she's in Louisiana. She was driving in the rain, and it was a really bad storm, so it had closed the airport, so we couldn't get a flight out to Louisiana. So I called her dad, my ex-husband, and we decided to drive. So that Friday night, we hopped in a car, me, her stepmom, and her dad, and we drove 33 hours to New Orleans. Got there Sunday afternoon, and Brittany was in a coma. She had hit her head and wrapped her car around a telephone pole, and she was still alive, she was strong, she was in the hospital where she worked. Everybody knew her, they were taking really good care of her, and we thought she was gonna pull through. So every day we'd go to the hospital, we had a little love journal outside, her friends would come by and write love notes. And Wednesday morning, April 9th, we got to the hospital. The nurses were ecstatic because she was breathing on her own, she was breathing over the ventilator. So they were gonna take her off the ventilator, and they came in and did PT. And within like 30 minutes of that, she had a blood clot. All the bells, whistles, everything started going off. They rushed us out of the room. They took her away. When they brought her back, I knew she wasn't there. Sorry. I could tell that something was wrong, really wrong, and that she wasn't herself. And I kept saying that she's not there. And her dad was like, "Quit saying that." And I'm like, I can tell that she's not there. Of course, it takes hours for them to do the doctors. They have to do 2 doctors come in and do these tests, and they officially declared her brain dead. I had remembered the conversation about her being an organ donor. So I knew that's what her wishes were. My ex-husband, her father, was against it. He did not want her to be a donor. He was so upset. And because she had registered, it was her wishes, and we couldn't take that away from her. And I was very proud and grateful that she had made that decision, that we didn't have to make the decision. Brittany saved 3 lives with her kidneys, her liver, and her pancreas, and she helped enhance the lives of over 50 others with her tissues. And now her father is very happy and proud of her for making that decision. That's why, as an ambassador, I think it's important to educate the public on the importance of making that decision. Because had she not made the decision, things could have went a lot differently. And she could have not saved lives and not made a difference. And I still would have lost my daughter, but I wouldn't be here today talking about it. My advice to somebody that has lost a loved one would be, continue to talk about them, honor their memory. Whatever you feel like doing to honor your child or your loved one, just do it. Don't worry about what people think or when you're gonna get over that. I've had that asked by family members, when am I gonna get over it? Never, I don't wanna get over it. She's still my daughter, she's just in a different form. She's not here physically, but she's still a part of my life. So, especially being an ambassador, really been able to keep her forefront in my life. So I'm really grateful for that. My name is Raquel, I'm a donor mom, and my daughter Brittany saved 3 lives through organ donation.